Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 196 of Crunch Time with the N3260. I am your host today, Sam Godsey, and with me today, as always, Tanner Dislin. Tanner, how you feeling tonight?
Not too bad, Sam. Pretty good weekend of sports. Unfortunately for both of our teams, it looked like this weekend was the nail in the coffin to our NFL team's playoff hopes.
Yeah,
Vikings, it definitely was. I think the Cowboys still technically have a chance, but it doesn't look great. But JJ McCarthy's playing better, so there's that.
yeah,
And college basketball is getting going.
yeah.
Iowa basketball is ranked
Are they?
25,
I
I
didn't
believe.
see that. Let's go.
I believe. Hold on.
Damn, I'm gonna be hella mad
That
at
might have been a premature hello. Let's see. Rankings. Number 45 in the coaches
Let's
poll. 45
go.
in the coach poll.
The
I forgot
coaches
I saw it. I
poll.
saw it somewhere, but yes, it was the coaches poll.
That's funny. But yeah, lot of good sports this past weekend. I we know that the Heisman happened. Don't really have much to say, so we'll be skipping over that. But we still got an action packed episode on episode 196. Tanner, where should we start?
Now, you know what I want to start with? I would like to start with a few things regarding a sport that we don't have a ton of actual games to talk about.
Yeah.
I'd like to start with something on college football.
Okay.
Did you see Joel Klatt's comments?
I did not.
Oh, I will break this to you in real time here. I got to pull it up, but I like Joel Klatt.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a worse take on the internet.
Wow.
I don't know if there's a worse take on the internet. I want to find the whole quote. This is a long one. Ready?
Okay.
The NCAA basketball tournament is a joke. It's the dumbest tournament and the least fair tournament in all of sports. We put teams at odd times in neutral sites in a one-game affair. That doesn't sound like a true champion. He later went on to say, we don't want Cinderellas. We want the best teams playing each other at the end. The NCAA basketball tournament is a joke. That's what he said before. We don't want
Okay.
Cinderellas. We want the best teams playing each other at the end. And then he went on to say that it's a joke in the worst postseason because it doesn't like a true champion. Look,
Yeah, that might be one of the worst takes of all
I
time.
not a single. I haven't seen one single person anywhere be like, "Yeah, I agree with that."
That's crazy.
Because this is what he's missing. He's missing just he could not be further off the mark. We do want to see Cinderellas. That's what makes sports sports. What do you think is thought about more often? The Florida Gulf Coast run, the George Mason run, the Loyola Chicago run, or that one time when we had the all blue bloods in the
Yeah.
Final Four, or just last year when we had all one seeds. Which one do you
Yeah.
think's thought about more?
Yeah. The
Which
Florida Gulf Coast. I mean, Dunk City, come on.
like it's just I hate this take. Sports are driven by underdogs. It's what makes us watch. Like, why would we watch if the better team is always going to win? This idea that the better team has to win for it to be a champion. Don't even play the playoffs then. We should just look at their rosters and be like, that's the best team right there. Give them the championship.
Yeah.
Why even play? Why even
Yeah.
do the best thing about sports is that any given day anybody can win. I hate this idea that when a team that is worse on paper has a worse record beats a team that's better, that is somehow a bad thing. That's
Yeah.
what makes sports great. That's why we all play.
Yeah.
And it sucks that this happens.
That's crazy. I mean, y'all know we are huge March Madness fan. Like, there's no better like 2 weeks in the calendar year. Just the first 2 days are probably my two favorite days of the year. When it comes to sports, and it's not even particularly close. Just back to back to back to back. It tips off at what 10:30 Central and goes till about 10:30 p.m. Like it's literally all day, multiple channel. It's the greatest postseason. And
It
it's
is.
not even particularly close.
It is the greatest postseason, and it just goes back. And I saw that take. I've seen that take about March Madness, not necessarily about the tournament, but when an upset happens, people be like, "Oh, boo! I wonder why." Screw that. Like
Yeah.
upsets are awesome. I
Yeah.
would like getting to watch a team. Maybe it's a buzzer beater, but in a close game, upset a top seed, and that emotion, even if they go and lose the next round, everyone's like, "See, this is what happens when you get." I don't care.
Yeah.
It's worth it to me to see
Yeah.
that upset. I don't
Exactly.
care.
Exactly. I mean, hearing schools I never heard of going on this magical run like years past, Florida Gulf Coast being the major one, George Mason, Virginia Commonwealth, uh, Farley Dickinson, the list goes on and on. Lehigh being one. Just so many memorable moments. And Joel Klatt, I'm a fan of yours, but man, you got this dead wrong.
Yeah, totally. And that leads me to my next guy. Uh, our dear friend Kirk Herbstreit made an oopsie
Uh-oh.
because he was tweeting. Now he has since deleted the tweet,
Of
but
course.
he basically said something to the effect of, "This Saturday doesn't have college football." Like,
Yeah.
I think Saturday not having college football threw us all for a loop. Yeah, there was college football on Saturday.
I mean,
I think what you meant to say was the ESPN machine, no SEC football threw you for a loop.
that's awful.
It's a real problem. And this is my
Especially that game of all games.
this yeah, exactly.
If it was like no shade to if it was Miami, Ohio versus Bowling Green, sure.
Sure. But here's my issue. And to be honest, what I'm about to say, there's no bigger example of this than Army Navy. What I'm about to say, we have completely and totally via NIL, via deals and contracts and these super mega conferences, we have completely and totally lost what college sports mean. What do college sports mean? Sure, it's great. There are a select few teams that can compete for national championships. That's fine. You do that. If that's a success for you, fine. What makes college sports great? Rivalries, regional dominance, Iowa playing Wisconsin. Either one of those teams going to win the national title? Of course not. They hate each other. They're going to play Iowa, Minnesota, Iowa, Iowa State. That's just the Iowa ones.
Yeah.
Like regional rivalries, regional supremacy, pride in your state, pride in your area. That means something. And Army and Navy is no better example than that. Like Army and Navy obviously aren't competing for titles.
Yeah.
It's the two main branches of the military. It's like a huge rivalry, not necessarily because the football is top tier, but because of what it means. And that's what college sports means. And because of all this extra crap, NIL, mega conference, all this BS, we've completely lost what college sports means.
Yeah.
And that pisses me off.
Yeah. Absolutely, man.
So that's my little tangent to open the episode.
Yeah.
Because those two, who are supposed to be, by the way, some of the more respected minds in the sport, those two are saying we don't want upsets. The objectively the best playoff system is somehow the worst.
Yeah.
And one of the best games of the college football season, because it doesn't have a title contender, an SEC or a Big Ten team, we don't care. That's BS.
Yeah.
That is BS.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are some tough tweets. And honestly, Tanner, that's a perfect segue to what I think was one of the craziest games on Sunday, the Bills Patriots. Bills end up winning 35-21. And as y'all know, we are big stooly guys on this podcast, but I mean, worst tweets of the year got to go to Mr. Dave Portnoy. I mean, he said, I'll just read some off. We are destroying this team. We were underdogs going into this game. I don't want to get too cocky. I don't want to get too loud, but nobody knows championship football more than this guy, more than these fans. I've seen it. I have 6 rings, and you're telling me Buffalo is better than us. This is our division. This is our league, and we're back. We're not being this team. We're demolishing this team. That was during his rant of 21 nothing at half. I believe he tweeted out that the division runs through or the conference runs through New England, and
Oopsie.
Josh Allen had something to say about that. Led the Bills to a 35-31 win. Obviously, Patriots up 21 nothing. Is there a little bit of a fraud watch going on here, Tanner?
Well, look, it's the schedule is what it is. It's not college football. That's something that I will like. Obviously, very objective. You have this score, this or this record. You're this seed going in. The schedule is a schedule. I mean, there's nothing they can do about it. It's not the hardest schedule. They are like some of these teams. They are beaten down a little bit once they kind of got their swagger to them. Obviously, they started off the season rough. The Bills are also good. Like Patriots and Bills play in the playoffs. I don't think the Patriots are going to win. Like,
Yeah.
If that makes them a fraud that I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl, then yeah. But I still think they're. I mean, obviously they're right now. I would liken them to like the Packers of last year,
Yeah.
just with an easier schedule because the Packers beat every bad team. They lost to every good team,
Mm-hmm.
which that's not fair to the Patriots because they did beat the Bills earlier in the year, and that's a better win than the Packers had all of last year. But like, that's just where they are. Like they have a lot of talent. They're probably not going to beat a team that is better than them, and I don't expect them to beat a team that's better than them. But they will have home field advantage in the playoffs because they will more than likely win the East. I guess I shouldn't say that because it's a one game lead now, but
Yeah.
I guess in the sense of I don't think the Patriots are a big time Super Bowl favorite out of the AFC.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Yeah. Quite a shocking. I remember I was following on my phone, and I was like, oh my God, Patriots, they might be for real. And then the second half
Yep,
happens.
they aged poorly, and that's another pet peeve of mine. Really quick, not even necessarily it's the Portnoy stuff, but just in general, when like people act like they know more about the sport than someone else because they root for a team that wins.
Yeah.
It's a big
Yeah.
pet.
Yeah.
Like I see so many people arguing about something like on X, excuse me,
Nice.
and
Good save.
I see them arguing, and then one person's like, "Yeah, you're Jaguars, you're a Titans fan. You wouldn't know." It's
Yeah.
like that has nothing to do with my knowledge of football. It's just a team I like. Like what?
Yeah.
That bothers me. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm the Patriots to me are a year early.
Yeah.
A year.
It seems, though, I will say that Drake May is
Drake May's good. Drake May's good.
100% the
Yeah,
guy in New England.
Drake May is good. And I think Mike Vrabel's the guy too.
Yeah, absolutely. Moving on though. We have the Lions taking on the Rams. The Rams put up one against the Lions. Got a simple question with this one. Are the Rams the best team in the NFL?
Fully healthy, yes. They are the best team in the NFL.
I mean,
They did lose a key piece in this game.
yeah,
Devontae Adams pulled
yeah,
up with a hamstring. I think going into the game, he had a hamstring designation, but he ended up playing through it. Obviously, aggravated it. If he's out, which it's big because on Thursday they play Seattle,
yeah.
which is obviously huge for that division. But him pulling up like that, like fully healthy, I think the Stafford is obviously as good as it gets in the NFL. Puka and Devontae are as good of a 1-2 as it gets in the NFL. Like they're just so good. McVay's good as good. Even they have lost 3 games. Panthers, I'll give him that pass because some weird things happen
Yeah.
in I think they put in Charlotte this year. I don't know. Panthers are just like winning games at home, but then the other ones were um, an overtime loss to the 49ers, who are also quite good,
Hmm.
and then a game where they blew a lead against the Eagles. So
Yeah. Yeah, they're for
they're
real.
so bad.
Somehow Matthew Stafford proves time and time again why he is one of the best quarterbacks in our lifetime.
He's so not
So,
like this year right now for a career. He is so under. He's so good at
yeah,
football, man. He's so good at football, and people have the nerve to tell me that the Lions won that trade.
yeah,
The
that
nerve.
that's just not true. I mean, Matthew Stafford, he's 37 years old. Will finish the season with 4,000. He's second in yards right now with 3,722. First in touchdowns with 37. Tied for fifth with five interceptions and a QBR of 69.7, which is fourth in the league.
He's so.
As a 37.
He's so.
Absolutely insane. We are huge Stafford fans on this podcast, so we love seeing him just kill it every year in year out. But moving forward, we have the Packers taking on the Broncos. Broncos win another close one. Tell me if you've heard this story before. 34-26. But the big news, Micah Parsons' injury
Yeah.
doesn't seem to be as serious as it looked, but we'll see. We'll see on that front. But how does this injury impact the Packers going
I
forward?
mean, just like words can't describe how much it affects the Packers. Like it's as brutal a player loss as there is for I guess a non-quarterback because obviously that's the most important position in sports. Um, but he was there are certain players that you add to an existing team that's when when someone is at the hospital and they get the old shock thing and
Yeah.
they clear and shock their chest.
Mm-hmm.
He's that type of player. When he gets traded, the entire locker room goes, "Oh,"
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, we're going for it." And then he obviously gets on the field and he's as good as it gets on the field, and he's getting double, triple team chipped. So all of a sudden the tight end that's chipping doesn't get that first step on your linebacker. So then your linebacker can make it over and cover, and he's covered. And it just makes your entire defense better.
Mm-hmm.
Or that the guard, instead of helping on the nose tackle, he helps on Parsons. So then the nose tackle is one-on-one against the center, hits him with the move sack. It's like he makes the
Yeah.
entire defense better. He's impossible to game plan. And every bit of their plans, obviously, they invested heavy from their future. A lot of picks that they traded for Parsons. Um, but it's such a big loss, and it's a devastating loss because he was the embodiment of this like new Packers. Like I mentioned last year, how they really struggled against good teams. He was the reason why they were going to be an elite force in the NFC, and losing him is
Yeah.
crushing, crushing.
Yeah. Um, I didn't see the official diagnosis, but it
I believe
seems
he tore
he it is a torn ACL.
which
Um,
I don't know if you saw the play.
I did not.
It was one of those where he's chasing after Bo Nix. Bo Nix is putting some shimmy. He like plants his leg, pulls up, and you're like non-contact.
Yep.
I know exactly.
Yeah, two major torn ACLs. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes
Yeah.
also went down with the torn ACL this past weekend. Two of the game's best going down down the stretch. That's tough. But let's talk about it. Your Vikings beat my Cowboys 34-26. Seems the Vikings season is all but over. The Cowboys had little to fight for, and this happens. Talk to me.
So this was one that going into the game, I was very much once the Bears won, the Vikings were eliminated. I was like, lose this game, get the draft, get the draft, get the draft. However, if down this stretch, if the what's the word I'm looking for? If something about playing football for nothing, essentially, because they're not
Yeah.
making the playoffs, if something about that allows JJ McCarthy to just play free and
Hmm.
he figures things out, which now in back-to-back weeks, granted, in fairness to the Cowboys defense, early on, very bad, pretty good recently,
Yeah.
putting up 34 points against the Cowboys defense. Is no joke
Yeah.
over these past few weeks since they got Quinn Williams. But like he looked good. And yeah, I would love a higher draft pick. If the alternative is JJ McCarthy, they win some meaningless games, but he starts to figure things out. I would make that trade. Everybody in their mind should make that trade like incredibly easy decision. So I love the fact that he's playing better football. That's what I said it from the minute we went on that or Minnesota lost a few games in a row. I said the rest of the season has to be with one thing in mind, and that's JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
Do whatever you need to do for him to figure things out, for him to first off see what you got in him, dumb it down so he can really start to digest things, whatever you need to do. And it seems like now it's two good games in a row. Obviously, the past couple he's been up, and he's been down, he's been down, he's been down. But then he went back up, then he
Yeah.
went back down. Two good games in a row, very good sign. Cowboys defense is not a joke. Commanders defense is a joke, but the Giants
Yeah.
or the Cowboys is not a joke. So we'll see. I mean, next week he does play the Giants, so not a
Yeah.
great team, but yeah, I don't know. I'm going to be very curious to see because again, if he can figure things out, I don't give a crap about that draft
Yeah.
pick. It immediately becomes a success, not a successful season, but like an important end of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. As for the Cowboys, this is a game that should have been kind of a cruise, no offense. Um,
None
but
taken.
the inability to finish drives is a serious concern. It's
Now, is it Aubrey washed? He missed two field goals.
no, the rigging's in, man.
Oh, the
The
rigging was
rigging
in.
was in.
The rigging was in.
That, yeah, when Aubrey's not hitting, you just know it's not a
Mhm.
good day. But yeah, I don't really have much. Just have to execute better. Missed field goals is inexcusable. I know he's Mr. Money, but in games like this where your offense is doing absolutely not getting the yards but not putting in the end zones, you got to capitalize on the good field position, and we really did.
Exactly that. But
Anything else on the NFL?
yeah, I mean, I think we could talk a little bit more. Like you mentioned, the Mahomes injury.
Yeah,
Obviously, that was the end of the line for the Chiefs. They will
yeah.
be missing the playoffs.
First time in what, 10 years?
There's
Crazy.
one active player on the Chiefs who has ever missed the playoffs. I guess I should say, like, other than rookies, obviously they've never made the play. Everyone else on the Chiefs, like
Has made the playoffs. Kelsey.
Travis Kelce, the only one who's
Interesting.
been there.
Interesting.
Crazy, right?
It'll be interesting to see what he does after this season.
Yeah,
I'm really
it
curious
will. But
to
now,
watch that story.
I'm getting my tinfoil. I'm making myself a hat. Mahomes torn ACL, out all of next season.
Yeah.
Number one pick. Jeremiah Smith is a Chief.
Oh, it's possible.
Yeah.
It is possible for sure.
So we as NFL fans have to root for someone else to be worse than the Chiefs.
Yeah, the Titans. Come on.
Come on, Cam Ward suck again. No,
Uh, yeah,
I should say the Titans suck again because Cam Ward has not been all that bad.
yeah. Everyone else keeps sucking.
Yes,
Maybe that's what
please,
we should
please,
say.
please, please, Jets.
Jets.
I know you've got it in you.
Giants. Can
But it felt
Scabby just
a full
take another
season
year
of
off?
Jackson Dart with Cam coming back and Neighbors
Yeah.
back.
Oh yeah. I forgot about
They
Malik.
might be decent.
Yeah. Any last thoughts though? I mean,
Uh,
we're coming down this stretch. Can be fun.
team I
Some
want to
fun
mention actually a
storylines.
team really screwed its opportunity. Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
They had taken control of their own destiny. Both them and the Bucks um were well because the Bucks lost on Thursday, putting them to 7-7. Carolina was 7-6,
Yeah.
so that immediately gave them their control of their own destiny because the two of them play later in the
Yep.
year. All they had to do,
This upcoming week, I
in
believe.
order to maintain that control of their own destiny, they needed to beat the lowly 3-10 Saints. They did not.
Yeah,
The Saints won that game 20-17. They have lost control of their own
yeah,
destiny.
that's tough. That's a game you shouldn't lose, but it is the Panthers. So
And then Philip Rivers
yeah, didn't die.
didn't
Shout
die,
out.
almost won
Almost won.
on the road at Seattle.
Crazy. Just absolutely insane that he.
That's great.
You're telling me there's not a better, more suitable fit out there than a 44-year-old Philip
It
Rivers?
seems like all roads lead back to Philip Rivers because wasn't it, remember when the 49ers, like Brock Purdy got hurt and then their
Uh-huh.
backup got a concussion and they like Brock Purdy literally could not throw the ball in the
Yeah,
NFC Championship game. They said if they
that's
won that,
right.
they were going to go sign Philip Rivers.
Yeah,
Why?
that's right.
Like,
Forgot
if
about
they have
that.
so
Yeah,
many quarterbacks, like why not?
that did happen.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Um, shall we move on to some college hoops?
Say so.
All right. Some big matchups this past week. Uh, Iowa fought close with the Cyclones and the Cyhawk, but ended up dropping uh to four to Iowa State. Arkansas took care of business against Texas Tech. Kansas eked out a win against NC State, and Arizona blew the doors off of Alabama. What game? What game shall we dive into?
Start with the Cyhawk.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, you know, it I don't want to like get too into like I don't really want I'm not a big like loser talk guy. Like
Yeah,
playing your in-state rival and losing by 4 and being like we only lost by 4 is insane loser talk.
yeah,
But I think context is important. This a similar game happened last time. It was in Hilton. Iowa got the doors blown off, rolled over and died. Earlier in the year, Iowa played at Michigan State, a top 10 team at the time, currently a top 10 team. Kind of hung with them in the first half. They may be down like 5 or 6, I think.
yeah,
And then in the second half, just completely wheels fell off, rolled over and died. And obviously they didn't. They threw the first punch. Iowa State threw the next punch. And Iowa didn't. They threw a punch back. They
yeah,
got back into the game. There was a possession down 1 with a ball on the floor that Iowa potentially had a chance to pick up and go the other way for a chance for a late lead. Obviously, they didn't pick it up and never got that opportunity. But like, I I was disappointed. I really, really, really wanted it for them because they fought.
yeah,
Iowa fought really hard in this game. Iowa State's just the better team,
yeah.
and but like it was really hard to walk away from this game other than feeling excited.
Yeah, absolutely. This was my first time seeing Iowa under Ben McCollum live. Uh, Something I've never seen from an Iowa basketball team. Uh, Great defensively, slow the ball down, make you play defense for all of 24 seconds. Our star player, Bennett Sturts, didn't really have the best game of his career, but that I don't think that shows that Sturts is a fraud. I think that shows how good the Iowa State defense is.
I agree with you on that. Sturts was legitimately bad against Michigan State, missed free throws, missed open
Yeah,
shots. He wasn't. I wouldn't like you said. I wouldn't say he was bad. It was Iowa State had a
I
plan.
think he was just
They
kind of
had a
locked
plan.
up,
They
honestly.
had a plan. They had an on-ball defender. They had constant help. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he. But at the end of the day, it was a 1 point game with like under 2 minutes
Yeah.
left, and they had a chance to win, which obviously, like I said, just 2 short years ago, when I would say Iowa State was a worse team than they are now,
Yeah.
Iowa got beat by like 40 and
Hmm.
rolled over and died, and it was just an awful experience for everyone who was there.
Yeah. Um, One thing I will say, this makes me super excited for um Ben McCollum in the Hawk in his Hawkeye era. Seeing what he did with basically Drake 2.0
Yeah,
against the number 4 team in the country has me super excited for the
I
future.
yeah, I couldn't agree more. Love Ben McCollum, and let me tell you, Iowa's played since they played on Sunday
Yeah.
against West.
Western
I
Illinois,
was going to say Western. I
I
think it
believe.
was Western. The game went exactly how I wanted to see. I wanted them to come back uh to Carver, being like, "Damn, that was a missed opportunity. We're not going to let that go to waste anymore, and we're just going to beat the hell out of anyone that stands in our way."
Western Michigan.
Western Michigan, and they beat the piss out of them.
Yeah.
Absolutely beat the piss out of
91
them.
to 51, something like
Exactly
that.
what I wanted to see. But at the end, because it was a Sunday, Iowa had gotten the state of Iowa had gotten snow that weekend. Sunday game against Western Michigan, Carver Hawkeye was pretty empty,
Yeah.
and McCollum had some comments about that, and the moral of the story was like, I hate how we call this is a basketball school, this is a football school. Like, why can't we build a basketball program here? And
Yeah.
he's like, and he literally looked at the camera and he was, or the reporter, and he said, like, we will get this arena full.
Yeah.
We will. And I was just like, ooh, like,
Yeah. Yeah. That get if that doesn't
and
get you hyped, I don't know
and I
what will.
just that one I can understand. I mean, I can't, but I can for a program that's as down as we are and just trying to revitalize it back on a weekend against a cupcake team on the night of the weekend of a blizzard. I get it. I don't really get it, but I get it. Please God, at the athletic program and the fans, give Coach McCollum and the team proper support the rest of the year. This team is good. They can play. You saw it on Thursday. Please, God, respect it and respect the program. Go watch them play. Get Carver loud. Program, give them what they need. Like, please.
Yeah.
We have a special one who wants it more than anything, and the fans need to show out. Please, God.
Yeah. Yeah. That's yeah, I don't know how else to end that. But Arkansas Texas Tech was an awesome game. Darius Acuff is one of the most underrated freshmen in this class. JT Toppin is still absolutely killer down low. Carter Knox, Trayvon Brazil. That was a super fun game. Um, Kansas, Darren Passon might just pack in for the NBA draft. It seems he doesn't like playing basketball. Um, NC State should have won that game, and then Arizona is the best team in the country.
Arizona's scary.
Yeah, that's kind of
Arizona's scary good. Michigan is scary good.
yes, very much so. Anything on college basketball?
I think you kind of hit the big ones,
Yeah,
man. I mean, we're on the tail end of the non-con. I think a lot of teams during the holidays take some days off, maybe schedule
yeah,
some non.
yeah. We're
Which
inching. I think these last couple weeks are of the year are the last of the non-con,
I
unless
believe
you're the
so.
Big Ten who started
Yeah,
like
well, yeah. The Big
two
Ten
weeks
is
ago.
doing some stupid. I'm looking at the Big 12 right now because that's what I have open, and it looks like the first conference games are not in December.
Yeah.
So
Yep. But conference starting soon. If not already started, you're gonna get a full slate of conference games. It's gonna be absolutely electric as college basketball always is. But just want to highlight we're just for your information, we are taking off a couple weeks here on the pod. Yeah, celebrate the holidays with some family. Y'all know from if y'all have been OG supporters, it's just not as good on Zoom. So we're gonna be taking a couple weeks off here, but we want to make sure you know what games to watch. Obviously, the college football playoffs starts this Friday. Bama, Oklahoma. Then on Saturday we have Miami, A&M, Tulane, Ole Miss, James Madison, Oregon. Obviously, that continues to December 31st, where the winner of Miami, Texas A&M will take on Ohio State. Texas Tech will probably play Oregon. And then Rose Bowl, Indiana versus the winner of Bama OU. And then the Sugar Bowl, Georgia versus the winner of Tulane Ole Miss. And then January 8th, 9th is the semifinals. And we'll be back talking after that. NFL, we got this Thursday, day of release, Rams, Seahawks. We got the Packers versus Bears on December 20th. The 21st, Chargers, Cowboys, Bucks, Panthers, Jags, Broncos. Of course, the NFL is taking over the NBA's day. Christmas Day, Cowboys, Commanders, Lions, Vikings, Broncos, Chiefs. And then the 28th, last Sunday before we are back, Seahawks, Panthers, Eagles, Bills, and Bears, 49ers. College basketball has some awesome games. Saturday, we got Texas Tech, Duke. January 2nd, we have Michigan State, Nebraska. And then January 3rd, Tennessee versus Arkansas. But Tanner, I got a little surprise with the holidays right around the corner. I have some questions for
Oh,
you.
all right. All right. I like questions.
So, what is the top gift on your Christmas list this year?
Ooh, that is a good question. Let me look real quick because I have a few definitely. Um, okay. Yeah, I would say my top gift is I recently acquired a shotgun,
Nice.
and I would like a more secure place to store it, so I'm
There you
gonna
go.
save.
There you go. Yeah. As y'all know, I have majority of the Big Ten helmets that we show on the pod. I want to finish off that collection. I need USC, UCLA, Oregon, and
Washington,
Washington.
just the newcomers.
The newcomers. So those are the top of my list. Next question. I know we did this when the podcast first started, but I want to see if it's changed. Give me your top five Christmas movies.
It probably has changed. I don't even remember what it was.
Yeah.
Um, so are we counting the 25-minute shorts? Because
Yeah. Sure. Why not?
well, I mean, my goat. I've watched it so many times. Probably would be number one is the 1966 How the Grinch Stole Christmas
It's classic.
animated Dr. Seuss thing.
Classic.
I've watched it so many times. It's like most people are like, "Oh, you watch How the Grinch Stole Christmas?" In your mind, you immediately think of Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
In my mind, I think of the
Yeah.
cartoon. Um, so that would probably be number one. My number two, I would probably have to go with Elf. I mean, it's the
It's
best
banger.
around. It's the best around.
Yeah.
Number three, I'm gonna go with Home Alone. I know Home Alone 2's got a lot of steam. I love
Yeah.
Home Alone 2. I still think the first one is better. I'm gonna go Home Alone.
Okay.
Four, I'm gonna go the Santa Claus.
Nice.
Um, and five, this one I can have a little fun with. Five, I'm gonna go. Hmm, Hot Frosty. No, I'm gonna go.
Banger.
I'm gonna go. Probably go Christmas with the Cranks.
That's
That's
a good
been a
one.
favorite of mine.
Underrated one.
Yes, I agree.
Underrated.
I agree. I agree.
For me, I'm gonna go Elf one, all time classic. Two, I'm gonna go with How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey version. Um,
Also
three,
very good.
three. I'm gonna go Fred Claus.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great one.
Four. Where do I want to go? Do I go? It's good. I'll do Four Christmases at four.
Great one. Great one.
And then five. Oh man, this is where things.
Have a little fun with it. Tell you what, there's one that you haven't said yet that I know you love, that I also love, that I thought
Oh
about putting in my
man,
phone.
oh man, we both love.
And underrated too. It's not like a classic.
But I know what you're. I'm debating if that's top five or just screw it. I'll say it. Bad Mom's
Yeah,
Christmas.
it's good,
So
dude.
good,
It's so good.
so
I agree.
good.
I agree. I thought both the best movies are great.
Great. We're gonna continue the tier list.
Okay.
Top three Christmas songs
Okay.
because five is a little bit too
Five's
much.
yeah, five's. I know my number one easily right off the
Yep.
bat.
I think I know your number one.
Um. Okay, I got my top three.
Okay.
Okay, number three, I'm gonna go with "Last Christmas."
Banger.
Wham.
Wow.
Number two, I'm gonna go with "Santa Claus is Coming to Town." Bruce Springsteen. Number three, "The Goat," "Underneath the Tree." Kelly
Yep.
Clarkson.
Could have guessed that one.
Easy.
I'm gonna have to think for a little bit on my third. Let me pull up.
Should I
I
start
mean,
singing for him? You think? Or
please don't.
okay,
I mean, if you want.
not really, but
Okay. Uh, by the way, Spotify's Christmas hits five
good.
playlists.
It's good. One thing that bothers me is when they have, I find a Christmas playlist and they have the wrong version.
Yeah.
And like,
Um,
I understand the wrong version is a completely subjective thing, but like, we all know what the right version of these
Yeah.
songs are. It's
Yeah.
either like, someone from a long time ago or Michael Bublé.
Yeah.
Never forget
Yeah.
Michael Bublé during the holidays.
Yeah.
OP.
So three. Such a good one. There's two. I have my two and three. Those are locks, as you could probably guess. I think I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna go Jingle Bell Rock at three by Bobby Helms. And then I'm gonna go Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Bruce
Yep.
Springsteen, the
Goaded.
best version of it, and Last Christmas.
Yep.
So
Yeah. Knew
good.
that was coming.
So good.
Knew that was coming.
Two more questions.
Okay. I like it.
What is the best holiday snack?
Best holiday snack. I got two in my mind.
Talk to me. You don't have
I'm
to pick one. You can go both.
yeah, I think if I had to pick one I like more, all right, so number two, what immediately came to mind was Christmas tree cakes.
Yeah. Yes.
Goated. But I think what I like more, honestly, a little bit of a sweet tooth, candy canes. I devour
Underrated.
candy canes.
Are you a fruit candy cane guy or
More often
peppermint?
than not, just standard peppermint.
Yep.
I do dabble in the fruit.
Yep.
I do dabble in the fruit. Specifically, there's a specific kind that it's a blue version. I think it's technically blueberry
Yeah.
flavor. It's a blue one that they would always put out for Hanukkah
Classic.
and they are so good. To this day, I devour like five.
Are you gonna name drop them or we just gonna be like the blueberry candy cane?
They're just like rocks, like
Ah,
blueberry, like something like
gotcha.
standard. It's not
Yep.
like it's, but they're
Yeah. So good.
and you get the blue tongue and the blue lips and everything. It's just
Yeah.
good. It's good.
Yeah. Fire answers. I mean, Christmas trees and that cake by
Goated.
far.
They're really good.
And Little Debbie, bring back the ice cream version because that's
That was also really
literally
good.
gold. But my mom also makes a bunch of homemade. She makes all kinds of things. My favorite, you will not like because it has chocolate, but either her peanut butter balls, which is basically a homemade Reese's cup, or it's pretzel Rolo and pecan. So it's like a turtle,
Mm.
which is delicious. But
Mm.
last question before we wrap it up for the next couple weeks. This is can be interpreted as a controversy.
Uh-oh.
Controversy. There can be some controversy with this question. Which is better, Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
Ooh. I mean, I get the point. It's still Christmas Day, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Christmas, I will say, like Christmas morning, obviously,
Christmas
is
morning's
the
elite.
most goated
Yeah,
thing. There's a there's a time, so the morning is awesome. Then once you've done like opening presents and you're like cooking breakfast,
yeah,
or maybe do that after breakfast, but like there's a good like 2 hour window where you're messing with
yeah.
whatever you got. That's elite. And then I can understand why after that it's kind of like, okay, now we got to cook,
There's
and then
like a dull
it's adult.
lull. Yeah,
Um, a little for sure. Christmas Eve is also goaded.
I
But
think.
Christmas morning is the best. So that puts
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I mean, Christmas morning's carrying, but
But
I
also
think.
Christmas meal too.
Yeah,
Cooking it kind of sucks, but eating it is
yeah.
is is
I don't
goaded.
do
Yeah.
that. I think the ranking goes obviously Christmas morning, Christmas Eve night,
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Christmas meal, and then Christmas midday
Yeah, Christmas.
is my ranking.
There is a good couple-hour window where it's still good when you're playing with your guests, but then there's that couple hour window after that where you're like, now what do I do?
Yeah. Yeah. Now it's just like a normal. Yeah. But I think that's going to wrap it up for episode 196. As we mentioned, we are taking a little bit of a break. January 6th, we will be back with a brand new episode talking those college football playoffs, talking the NFL and all of the postseason. You can follow the podcast on Instagram, X, and TikTok at crunchtime_pod. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Crunch Time with the N326 duo. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year from Crunch Time. It's been shout out. It's been a crazy year. There will be a best moments video dropping sometime
Love that.
before January 1st. So make sure to check that out. That'll be strictly
I'll
YouTube.
put you on the spot. Do you have a best moment?
Best moment. Um, I mean the 999 challenge.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
gotta
good
be up
one.
there, right?
That's a good one.
That that one was electric.
That's actually won that game too. So is that
Yes, shout out. Shout out the Meds.
Nolan McLean's first start turned into a pretty damn good pitcher at the end of the
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, but I think that one
It's a
off
pretty
the
tough
top of
one to
my
beat.
head. Yeah. You got one?
I mean, I can't think of anything other than that. What else? What else?
I mean, triple dipper controversy
Triple
with
dipper.
Brandon was
Yeah.
that was good. Um, but
Any Mount Rushmore? Yeah. I mean, I
yeah,
guess I can
Mount
just by
Rushmore.
default.
You picking Kirby as an honorable
Yeah, that's a
bar
good
fight.
one.
That was a good
I
one.
mean, he's pretty unstoppable.
No arguments here, man. No arguments here. But make sure to check that out. Should be a fun little recap on the year. Again on YouTube, Crunch Time with the N326 duo. The clock has run out on this one, but we'll see you next year on Crunch Time.
Happy holidays, everybody.